Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Good afternoon, honourable guests. My name is Kudrat Benipal. It is great to be gathered here today to platform such a monumental tragedy in Sikh history, the 1984 Sikh genocide. The fictional narrative I'm about to read is called The Light of Word. It is composed by my younger brother, Veer Pratap Singh Benipal. Veer was born and raised in Sydney like myself, attended the King's School, and is now currently studying business administration and economics abroad in the USA at UC Berkeley Haas Business School. Veer has always and continues to keep his Sikh faith and the principle of seva, selfless service, close to his heart. His aim is to compose an emotionally resonant piece that encapsulates the multitude of tragic experiences faced by Sikhs in 1984, distilling them into a single narrative that honours their voices and resilience. Veer believes, and so do I, that understanding is the first step to acknowledgement. And he wants this narrative to create that tangible awareness. He especially seeks to connect with Sikh youth in Western countries, wanting us all to be courageous enough to speak on our proud Sikh faith and believe in ourselves to have an impact regardless of what anyone says. I welcome and invite you to the light of word. Amrit wakes to the same nightmare, the crack of a cricket bat on broken ribs. From his flat, Amrit gazes across Delhi. Her streets glow with rickshaws, simmer with frying pani puri, marinate with the sweat of 20 million bodies. Ancient Delhi, overrun by her new children, free of the past. Yet even 4 decades later, the harrowed eyes of Zora linger, inescapable. The pen, the notebook await. And Amrit writes. 1 hour passes. His fingers tremble. His eyes burn to candles and a watchful moon. But as night crawls on, things seem colder and harsher than before. The moon, the old scriptures, nothing is helping. How can he expect the Guru's grace to dispel the darkness within him? How can the moon of wisdom give him strength when he is tormented so? Acceptance, reads the Guru Granth Sahib, is the first step to grieve. Yet Amrit cannot accept what has already passed. The pen, his weapon of lies, but the lies evaporate, leaving only the truth. Word is on the street. Its tentacles reach past the towers of temples, onto streets and into the lips of orphaned boys who pass it to the ears of men whose teeth are stained orange with barn. Delhi watches, waits. She sighs, heavy with the anticipation of violence witnessed so many times. A city of chaos, longing for peace. Across India, radios crackle with fear. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi has been assassinated by Sikh bodyguards. Just months after Gandhi ordered raids on the Golden Temple, the Sikhs gained retribution. old wounds reopened. Amrit wanders down rubbled streets. Beside him, Zora touches his turban self-consciously. Reproachful eyes glare. Rumours of unfaithful Sikh bodyguards, the tentacles tighten. Above, the moon has sharpened into a crescent, a scythe ready to tear at Amrit's heart. Then, a man in an Angrika kurta spits at them. "Bloody Sikhs!" he barks. Eyes downturned, the two Sikhs run. They pace down alleyways, through thick smoke that boils out of open kitchens and sears their eyes. Around a corner then, there are more. "Oi, these two came straight to us." The chanting of men gains momentum. They're encircled. Zora's turban unravels, exposing dark hair beneath. He is thrown to the ground. Blood on the pavement. It flows into gutters, down the alley. Delhi drinks. Yet again, the red tide is familiar to her as the current of the river Ganges. Amrit watches. A cricket bat cracks onto Zora's ribs. Once, twice. He turns away. Crack. And then Amrit runs, away from the horror. With each step, Zora's wheezing fades. The moon hovers above, its eyes of judgment piercing into Amrit's soul. The truth escapes, propelling his hand, not as drizzles of memories, but a torrential downpour, spilling onto the pages. Zora's cries, the blood, Amrit's selfishness, the paper, his confession, his atonement, redemption. Finally, after all these years, Amrit surveys the city. Delhi's ancient, swollen streets, unable to register a single life lost. But Amrit's words catch Zora's spirit, his hands restoring a life. Amrit gazes reassuringly at the Guru Granth Sahib and thinks of the many Zoras in Delhi, cruel stories untold. He prepares a notebook for tomorrow. Revive these stories, he will. The moon's power is diffused through its gentle light of peace. High above, it beams. Watchful, gibbous, darkness is dispelled. Thank you.